One, and welcome to week 9. This week we have two topic areas. The first is part 1, developing your reflective grad portfolio story. Focus on phase 3 collect. Part 2, the INTS experiential learning survey essay. This will be your assignment 4, due in a couple of weeks, and I was asked by the INTS administrators to include the survey, and you're asked to write about any volunteer experience or internship or service learning you might have done or currently doing, and it can range from very short term to an hour, a day, or something longer, several weeks, an internship, a semester, and basically what you learned from that experience and how it relates to your INTS degree. And then part 2, going global with your GPS grad portfolio story for bettering self and society. And this will be discussion number 7. That's due on Thursday at 11 p.m. So let's take a look at week 9. When you open week 9, you will see our module and then followed by our discussion 7. And then, of course, the frequently asked questions. And if you have any ideas or resources about your grad portfolio story, I have the forum set up for us to talk about how your portfolios are developing. Let's take a look at the module. The module this week, the introduction. This module focuses on the process of exploring going global with your GPS grad portfolio story for bettering self and society. And you will continue to develop your reflective GPS grad portfolio story with the focus on phase 3 collect part 2, including the INTS experiential learning survey essay, to collect, reflect, and integrate your learning story with your course of studies in integrative studies. Module objectives this week, they're related to our course objectives in the syllabus, which are number 1, 2, 3, and 4. And after you complete the tasks in week 9, you'll be able to discuss the importance of being a global citizen personally, professionally, and in society. Develop plans for the inclusion of a global and international experience in your portfolio, and identify the service learning or volunteer or internship experience for your essay coming up in assignment 4. What are the activities for this week? Those should take about an hour and 25 minutes. I've included the ebooks and readings for this week. The readings and resources on going global with the GPS grad portfolio story for bettering self and society are included in discussion 7. This week you will look at the grad portfolio story process ebook with the focus on collect part 2, the INTS experiential learning survey essay. Then creating your reflective portfolio, focus on that same topic area, which is collect part 2, the INTS experiential learning survey essay. Then in here we're going to look at samples of the grad portfolio stories integrative studies and check out some of the samples of INTS senior GPS portfolio stories with the focus on going global themes, and those are also included in the discussion. I would also like you to look at the guest networkers for this week, and this includes review the seminar by Torrance Mosley on the SWOT, your interview strategies for improving your interview success seminar. And then you can also look at his job search strategy and interview skills for integrative studies seminar. And he's got really some great resources for you. He's with the Department of Career Planning and Development, and he also works with veterans. He himself is a veteran. Then you can see what we have graded coursework due this week, discussion 7, as I stated earlier, and then review the upcoming graded coursework. Discussion 8 is preparing for life after graduation. That's not due until October 25th at 11 p.m. And then we have discussion 9, becoming an active alumni, and that's not due until December 11th. November 11th November 1st, sorry. And that's at 11 p.m. And then assignment 4, creating a reflective portfolio. The assignment that we've been talking about isn't due until October 25th. Module summary. After completing the module activities, you should understand what it means to be a global citizen and the importance of including examples of any global or international experiences that you have in your portfolio resumes and sharing those information on interviews. Also, students will be able to understand and begin to plan the process of creating their GPS grad portfolio story with the focus on creating your reflective portfolio Phase 3 Collect Part 2 INTS Experiential Learning Survey essay. And so let's look at the checklist. You're going to review the ebooks cited, review the related guest networkers on Going Global with your grad portfolio story for bettering self and society. Look that discussion 7th is due on November 11th, and then review the upcoming discussion 8 and assignment 4, which are due October 25th, and discussion 9, which is due November 1st. What's next? Preparing for life after college and continuing to prepare for assignment, creating a reflective portfolio Phase 3 Collect Part 2 INTS Experiential Learning Survey, and preparing for life after college. Let's look at discussion 7. In discussion 7, I've included resources for you, and so you'll look at Part 1 and Part 2. And Part 1 is to read and review the Global Citizenship and Community and Business Resources from the GPS Grad Portfolio Stories to Leadership, and what did you find interesting, and to look at some sample GPS grad portfolio stories of INTS 4498 students that have volunteered for us, and I've got written permission to look at their portfolios that have a global theme or an international theme attached to it. And then Part 2, review the complete graduate resource link on becoming a global citizen from history to action. Then Part 3, how do you define your role as a global citizen? How do you plan on showcasing your ideas about global citizenship and international experiences in your portfolios, interviews, and resume? Well, we're one day closer to graduation. Thank you for your wonderful, excellent, inspiring coursework as you create your portfolios and prepare for life after graduation. So now we're one day closer to graduation. Dr. Joni, see you next week. Oh, and remember, if you need an extension, please let me know. And the best way is to contact me through D2L email, followed by the KSU email, or by calling me at the KSU, my office number. Okay? Have a great learning week. One day closer to graduation. Dr. Joni.